Today, a great pack has been released with maybe the best center back and goalkeeper in the game. We will have a look at the builds and skills these players need. Oh, and also at Matthäus. Here comes Pepe. Welcome everybody, let's get right into this and start with Maldini. He looks like an incredibly great defender, possibly in the same tier as Thuram or Araujo. 1 point in passing because it was left over. 8 in dexterity for the additional acceleration. 11 points in lower body strength to get the +3 manager boost and reach 88 at speed, and also get excellent stamina. If you want, especially if you play long ball counter, you could switch these two around. I chose not to because not only am I playing mostly quick counter right now, it's also that speed can reach the +3 manager boost, whereas acceleration cannot. On top of that, lower body strength also gives additional stamina, which I think is more useful for a defender than offensive awareness or balance that would come with acceleration. 5 points in aerial strength, he probably doesn't need any more in the current meta. If you think he does, you could remove the last point in defending and add 2 points here. 13 points in defending grant him amazing stats. Note that he also has very high weak foot, which will help him clear or pass even with his worst foot. Now, whether he's really the best center back in the game is hard to tell. From my feeling, Thuram and Araujo might be a little bit better, at least in quick counter, because they're faster. In long ball counter, this might not matter as much. Also, Maldini has Fortress, which neither of the other two have. As for skills, I would give him aerial superiority, header and low lofted pass. On top of that, unless you have anything else you absolutely prefer, I would choose one-touch pass and through passing. Next up is Petr Cech, whose other card many regard as the best keeper in the game, and I would agree. For the build, I went with 8, 11, 10 and put the remaining point in aerial for the jump. His stats look absolutely phenomenal. This build allows him to get the +3 manager boost on all the 5 goalkeeper abilities. Compared to the old no helmet Czech with a similar build, the new one wins goalkeeping, reflexes and jump by 1 and reach by 2. Parrying is equal, and the only stat the new one is worse in this example is catching by 2 points. So there is a very real chance that unless they changed his ID and model, that this right here could be the next best goalkeeper in the game. As for skills, please only give him any if you swim in GP and skill trainers. If you absolutely insist, you could give him low lofted pass, weighted pass and one-touch pass. The last one, Lothar Matthäus. Lothar, I think he's alright, but the other two cards outshine him. There are so many builds you could try with him here, so I'll just give you the one I would use as a central midfielder. 4 points in shooting get him up to 80, which is plenty for a central midfielder. Also 4 in passing, as the first 4 are the most efficient ones, and 84 is good enough, especially with passing abilities. 10 in dribbling, give him the +3 manager boost for ball control and also grant him 94 tight possession. If you want to use him more defensively, you can remove quite a few points here, and also in shooting. 7 points in dexterity for acceleration and balance, and 8 in lower body strength to get 85 speed, 91 kicking power and 97 stamina. 4 in aerial strength are pretty efficient, but if you don't feel like you need them, feel free to move them somewhere else. 8 in defending give him quite good stats here, and the +3 manager boost for defensive engagement and aggression. If he has many defensive duties in your formation, you could take points from dribbling and give him at least 2 more in defending to get the +3 manager boost in defensive awareness and tackling as well. As for skills, I think the most obvious one he absolutely needs is one-touch pass. Other than that, it's really up to you. You could give him any feint you like, you could give him double touch, flip-flap and soul control for the special double touch. Gamesmanship is an option. You can decide for yourself. Long range curler would be in a weird spot. On the one hand, you can do it to make his curl shots better. On the other hand, his curl stat is so low that you might just want to forget about curl shots overall and give him a different skill instead. That's it folks, let me know if you like this video. I'd love you subscribed, liked or commented. Until then guys, take it easy. Shaka!